Hello Pisces, welcome to your quantum reading. This is for Pisces Sun and Rising. Welcome to my cross watchers. Cross watcher, you could be dealing with a Pisces. Wow, the message could be for you. Feel free to take it however it resonates with you and your situation. Keep in mind these are general timeless readings. Make sure that you jump down below to the description box just to check out any additional information like my website link. You can jump over to my Instagram. That is where I post more things on quantum physics, and just whatever I can't do over here, I do over there. Alrighty, Rue. And thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing. Thank you for all the ways that you've supported the channel. Let's dive in. Okay. Very interesting energies. Okay, so first off, there's a lot that popped out, and I am picking and choosing. I will be 100% honest with you, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. All right. My loves. Very interesting. I don't know if you guys are dealing with air energies. You might be feeling very influenced by the fact that we are in Gemini season. I guess that's my grasp for anything that would have to explain why there are 3 winged creatures coming out from the very get-go. You have the Wren, which is courage and humility. You have trust in the group and communications, and then you have Pelican with love and motherhood. Okay, some of you guys could be connecting with a very loving, motherly type energy that could be somehow orbiting around your energy. Or some of you guys might be mothers. I don't really know the situation. Every time that card comes out, it's like a very tricky one to really get a full read on, because that could be you guys are either mothers or you're dealing with a mother. Okay, all right. I feel as though something could be coming up over this week, Pisces, where you feel like you're communicating a lot. Okay, there is a lot going on. Look at how even in the middle here there's communications. Oh wow, this is going to be one of those weird entanglement readings where you're going to see the energy almost duplicated on both sides. So how perfect. You could have an energy that's trying to nurture you, and it could be about the way that you express yourself. There's either an encouragement for the way that you do come across, like there's a person here that might be trying to very gently guide you in your growth and development. Like I was saying, possibly with communications, since that's the emphasis in the middle here. Some of you guys could have a situation come up where you are going to be communicating to a larger group, or there's just a lot of recognition in some particular way. That will happen in some other situation where the role will become reversed. And this will be very interesting for you to observe, because I feel as though there's something about this constellation and the cosmos where you could be feeling like you're lining up with a very particular energy. With this constellation, there could be something very significant about a person's like zodiac sign, or you just feel like something is very aligned. It's coming together in some very particular way. But here's the really fascinating thing about this, okay? You will have this energy reciprocated on both sides, where you are coming in as the Wren, where you are like very courageously, but also with humility, you're trying to develop your archetype in a very particular way, because your voice is very important in some situation. And it's kind of like the world needs your voice, or the world wants, there could be energies that really want to hear what you want to say. Okay, but the way that you communicate it or come across is very important, and that could be something that you are fine-tuning with a lot of really different intricate ways how you are wanting to like put your energy out into the world. Okay, and you have to like trust some type of guidance, but that's also coming across in a different avenue where you guys might actually feel like you want to envelop another energy here that's either smaller or younger, and you might be developing this particular person, or you might feel a level of love or protection kind of swoop over you where you want to literally take someone under your wing. Oh, that's so funny. No pun intended. That's so... how appropriate. And so the situation might be very interesting. It's almost like the Hierophant with teacher-student energy coming in here. And very interesting because I get that there's something significant formulating, and you will have some energy come in, whoever this person or energy is, that you might want to take under your wing. I'm not totally sure if it's this person is like kind of putting themselves out there in a particular way to communicate something. It's requiring a lot of courage. But it's something about what needs to be said. There's something very valuable behind that, and it's either you or some other person, but you'll be feeling the significance with this. You'll spot it. Like, it will very much stand out like a star. And you have this antimatter card where there's something formulating here. It feels almost to me that this could be about a manifestation that's still coming together, or there's something formulating, and you might be trying to figure out what in the freaking world the universe is trying to put together at this time. Like, it's a little unclear, but you know that something hasn't become officially tangible, but there's something here about moving through a lot of stuff. Some of you guys also might be trying to reparent yourself and, you know, developing your relationship with yourself or remothering yourself. There's a lot of emphasis behind the relationship with the mother, okay? Which might be bringing up a lot. Maybe you're actually healing with your mother, or for those of you, like, if you have to do it just on an individual level because you're not able to for some reason, do it with your actual mother. There's some kind of an emphasis behind that, okay? So, we have what's very fascinating. Some of you guys might be focusing on this. This is probably the interesting thing that really... Okay, so this Aurora Polaris, for those of you that know the cards well, and you have the wormhole, there's something here where if you work with Venus, because Aurora Polaris is a natural beauty. And I was listening the other day to... It was like some guy from Gaia. He's like a really popular like spokesperson or a speaker with Gaia. And somebody mentioned, it might not have even been him, so I apologize. But somebody talked about how there's like, there's a hormone or something inside of your body that's literally linked to abundance and manifestation. And the reason why I brought up Venus is because this is a natural beauty, and like this wouldn't seem like anything, but it's like once you link the energy inside of your body just right, once you get that alchemical piece just right, this will open up quickly, like a wormhole. So some of you guys might be working on that, like doing something very significant in an alchemical way, because it actually opens some kind of a portal, or like it's a manifestation portal that just kind of, it is like a vortex. You'll get sucked right into the vortex. And I'm seeing something about that it's almost like once your chakras get aligned in a very particular way, you will feel some kind of internal peace. And when you experience that emotion, it's going to open up some kind of vortex of energy to your manifestation. And it feels like it's going to become tangible, whatever it was that you were trying to manifest. And it's like a shortcut. That literally is the wormhole. It talks about it being a shortcut to something, which looks like to me with the antimatter that it's an actual manifestation. Wow. Okay, wow, the sevens. Okay, so Pisces, you have the star card. Wow. And even with the cosmos and the constellation, that is like really amazing. Okay, I love that all came out together. you are activating a particular energy, and it feels to me any kind of shadow energies that are surrounding you are representative of, this could be a wasteful energy. Okay, the Seven of Swords can... It's so funny because I've actually felt this recently. Sometimes when you feel like there's an energy taking from you, and then you kind of have to shift, which you don't have to, but sometimes you like merge yourself with the energies, or there's like a natural human reaction that you have to, like an instinctual thing or a reactive response that you have to someone doing something of a deceptive nature towards you. That also could be in the recent past. That's what it's showing me. You have this Seven of Cups here, and what I was trying to say is that sometimes, like, when you get into the frequency of that, because like you're noticing that there's an energy, this is almost like my free radicals card for those of you that are like OGs on the channel. This is like a free radical. When it goes into your body, it takes an electron, and then your cells start taking an electron from one another. It turns into this whole karmic thing because the energies are trying to come back into balance. And so like it's fascinating that entanglement can start, and you might be noticing it in a very fascinating kind of metaphysical way, that depending on your self-care and how you activate certain energies at this time and how you get connected to the cosmos even, that's going to put you in this high vibrational frequency. But I'm seeing something here. There's a particular energy or relationship where I feel like you guys keep getting caught up in a fantasy, and you're really vacillating back and forth between like the truth of the deception and then the indulgence of a fantasy. So that's kind of what it feels like to me, that you could already be dealing with this. Some of you guys, there could be an actual partnership, or like you're just, Seven of Cups is like fantasizing. Okay. And I'm getting the sense that there's something about this where it keeps you stagnant. And you might be going through a realization about this, okay? Because it looks like with the Star card is when you finally get back into your own energy, and that concept at the very beginning that I talked about, the remothering yourself, which is changing some kind of karmic pattern that's played out down your line, down your ancestral line. This is about like the practicality pretty much. And every time you get working on something... Oh, wow. I don't know why I did that. I actually had all the cards pulled out right here. Well, that was very interesting. Yeah. So, it looks like you're gonna... Something might just kill the energy. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever had it where... previously, like, until, you know, when you're dealing with someone who's deceptive or had lied to you, and then it just kills all the goodness, like you can't even indulge in the fantasy anymore because you're like, well, there isn't even like a dopamine rush to this. Because you know how I've talked about previously, when you get a rush of dopamine, it's because there's a maybe. There could be something where, like, at the end of you fantasizing or trying to manifest through your ability to, like, your imagination, Pisces, is so powerful, and your daydreaming and your fantasizing is really powerful. It pulls in realities, but the universe was almost like, boom, like, here's the truth of this person or situation, and it's not real. Like, whatever you're like trying to manifest out of it, there's a particular energy where it's like that, it's not, you're not gonna get that from this. And so that's where it's killing the energy straight, and you're just getting back focus on something. Okay, you could be growing or developing something over this next week, or you're just really productive, like you're really focused on the tangible again. And that's where I'm seeing like you're getting some kind of emotional maturity, or it feels also to me that you could be dealing with another energy. Look at this. So you have the Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. So What are we focusing on this week, Pisces? Processing rejection. Or it's just like the thing that you're introspecting a lot about is how hard it was to pull yourself out of that freaking Five of Pentacles. You dealt with it in the past. And I feel like even though there's a really powerful relationship around you, it's like there's something about the reality that this is what's coming up in your awareness, especially the more that you are pulling back from some kind of offer or situation, because you have this Knight of Cups and you have the Strength card. I feel as though, Pisces, sorry, you might have this really like powerful connection in your life, and you might be looking at other aspects of your life and realizing like it might not be like moving you forward a whole lot, or it could even be preventing you from certain manifestations. But anyway, you have the Strength card right there with Leo energy, which I actually really like. So for some of you guys, I feel as though a lot of what you'll be thinking about over this next week, it looks like it's some kind of offering. So someone either has romantic intentions towards you, and that could be coming up. Maybe you're receiving it intuitively, but it looks like you're thinking a lot over some kind of emotional expression, or about, maybe it's like if a person is being genuine or not about their emotional offer. Because every time I get the Knight of Cups, that's nice, but you could have a person here that had been deceptive, or that could have been vice versa. You know, for some of you guys, you could have been dealing with a relationship where you both were deceptive, but that could have also been like you both were dealing with a certain level of trauma that you both didn't completely comprehend. And whatever trauma had manifested internally, it caused your mirror neurons to kind of turn on, and you and this person completely reflected each other. So it brought you two together. You've gone through some kind of transformation connected to this relationship. Significant. But it looks also like, for those of you, if you're going through some kind of, if you have been through a disconnection, I'm not totally sure what the details are of the situation, but it looks as though you've got this, like, whenever the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, or the Knight of Cups kind of come in combination, it means that when a person has when you like pull your energy back and this person is actually faced with their rejection and abandonment issues, that could be what is causing this overflow of emotions, the Knight of Cups, which is where this could be like a person that's over romanticizing things, and you remember the reality of the situation, but you holding your energy back is causing this person to even create more of an illusion themselves. And that could be something to deliberate on, because you might be dealing with a person here that had, I don't know the details of the Seven of Swords, but it can be a wide range of things. But that Knight of Cups is like a romantic, very daydreamy energy as well. And it feels like to me, you and this person, like it's more just about indulging in a fantasy, but I'm not totally sure that it brings out the result that you're really desiring. Okay, I think you have a lot of emotional maturity, to be honest, with that Queen of Cups, but there's just a lot of stuff going on with the Hermit card, where there's someone in particular, male or female, it doesn't really matter. Some of you guys, it could be romantic. It also could be you could be dealing with another water sign, where there's this part of you that has this deeper wisdom that a person might have actually rejected you, And it's almost like you might be a little concerned about letting a person come back into your energy because based off of the past. If it's past energies that are returning, which it's not saying that anywhere in the spread, but it might just be time for you to like keep following your own guidance. I think that is a path that is opening up for you or is leading the way in some particular way. Like I was saying in the beginning, oh, this is very strange. You guys also might have a particular person that has a very weird way of trying to get closer to you. It could feel a little bit karmic. Like this person might be coming forward towards you because they, and some of you guys, there could be something here where there's a person coming in karmically because you've been in a 7 of Cups, and so this person could actually be taking something from you. And you'll get your power back here in the 8 of Pentacles as far as like, you know, taking what's yours and really putting some kind of application in, because I think that's what's going to help to encourage you. Someone might truly desire to be near you or wants to come in some particular way. I would just keep an eye on this, on the reality of how the person is coming in, because you might be flattered by something else. Whatever this person's emotional offer looks like, there you might get caught up in the flattery, and it actually gets you get lost in that emotional part, and then you lose track of the reality of how this person is acting, or the fact that they're kind of like doing something a little deceptive and it could be affecting you negatively. So keep that in. What a weird reading. Pisces. Okay, if you guys want to join me over in the extended, feel free, go down below, click on the Vimeo link, see it over there. But Pisces, if this is where we leave things, sending you so much love, wishing you all the very best. See you in your next reading. Take care.